Alright, welcome to STO PVP 101. I'm not even sure what episode this is. It's been so long since I've done it. It's like 14 or 15. I have not been online in a while, and I haven't done any videos. Well, I've been online, I just haven't done any videos. And I apologize to any of my followers for that, but I didn't have a heck of a lot of followers, and I guess I kind of gave up on it for a while. Life got a little busy and everything, but on this episode, I'm going to address something that is important, something that I'm finding out more and more not enough people know and know how to do. And that is the ability to play this game basically for free without putting money into it and yet being able to keep up, especially in PvP. Because PvP, as everybody knows, gets quite expensive. Doing TFOs, you can basically use any TFO type of item that you get, even if it's not epic, you can get it done. But when it comes to PvP, you have to be able to get things. You have to be able to get ships, which have traits, which have consoles, to make combinations, to be able to compete with the people out there. So I'm going to teach you how to do that at low to no cost. Now, I can tell you myself, as an adult playing this game, have I spent money on this game? Yeah, I've spent a few dollars. Nothing crazy. I'll spend 20 here, 40 there once in a while if I want to grab some keys or whatever. But I am not the big spender in this game, and most of my big ticket items I've gotten for free by using dilithium, trading it in for Zen, and then buying what I need to buy. That includes if I want to buy, say, a ship that is on the market and it's too expensive, and if I have a ton of dilithium that I could trade in, get Zen, buy keys, sell the keys for the EC, then I'm able to get what I want. So I'm going to show you this process. I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of what it takes. I'm going to show you what you need to do to make it work. First thing I'm going to tell you is that it is time consuming. I would say I spend about an hour a day on the days that I mine all my tunes for dilithium. I've slowed down a little bit. I'm not doing it as much now because I had a big grind over the last couple of months to get a couple of different legendary packs and things like that. But even on a daily basis, when I'm not grinding, I make sure I do at least 4 or 5 of them a day, which will take me a half hour or so. So it starts by having a lot of tunes. And if you look at my roster here, you'll see that I have 14 tunes currently. A couple that are a little lower level because there are a couple of redos, which I'll explain to you after when it comes to farming dilithium. And then the rest are all at 65s. In order to make enough dilithium to be able to do this, people have said to me, do you have to have VIP vouchers? Well, no, you don't have to, but then you have to remake your tunes every so often so you have new tunes again, and so that they get all the dilithium you gain from reputation. And that is one of the big keys to this. When you add up all your reputation dilithium per tune, it comes out to about 400k per tune. Multiply that times 14 tunes, and that's your answer. Now, of my 14 tunes, 4 of my tunes will never get redunks. They are my 4 playable tunes. And what I mean by playable is they're the ones that I will take into PvP. With all the items I've bought over the years and the legendary packs and this and that, I could turn any new tune into a decent enough TFO PvE tune real fast. I have a tune right now, this guy right here, Pop Pop Black, who while he was at level 41 was already doing 150k critical beam hits. With the equipment he has and with the right abilities and this and that. But this is not about that. This is about how to make money, how to make dilithium and convert it to money. So I will start by going to a tune who is not there yet, and we will do Pop Pop Black. So as I said to start with, you have to have a lot of tunes, okay? And when I first started grinding the dilithium, I had 8 that the free game came with. 8 tunes. I had some dilithium vouchers, plus they were all doing their normal farming, this and that. And when I say farming, that's mining dilithium at the Volgata mines with VIP that's doing admiralty for dilithium, that's doing duty officers for dilithium, and making sure that you generate around 8,000 a day to be able to refine and to refine dilithium. So with 8 tunes times 8,000 each, I was doing 64K dilithium a day. And that was with using my main couple of tunes at the time. I believe I only had 2 main tunes at the time. I was using my other 2 also, making sure they all made it. At that rate of accumulation, I was able to make enough dilithium to eventually buy my lifetime membership, which I got for free through dilithium. When you get the lifetime membership, they bounce you up to 13 tunes. And now you're in business. Now you have 13 tunes. All you have to do is get them all to about level 20 at minimum. Level 50 is where you start making money, because that's where you start getting your reputations to do, and you start making dilithium. You start making your dilithium, and then you can refine it. And when you have tunes that are doing their reputations, when they hit level 5, with the exception of one of them, which I think is the board, you get 32,000 dilithium per level 5 reputation. So you're kind of in a holding pattern, making a little bit before then, and really the amount you put into the tune to push them up is what's going to determine how quick you can start making money. The first thing I'll tell you is that when you're advancing these tunes, the 2 ways to do it quickest is A, play on Elite and do missions or patrols, and most specifically the Argala patrol. I do Argala a couple times a day. A guy jumps a few levels a day. If I really want to grind someone out, as I did with Pop Black yesterday, I push him from 30 to 50 in one day in a matter of a couple of hours. And that's a couple of hours on and off. That's not with me breaking my brain on it, being all over it. That's with me doing a patrol, another patrol, and then back to Argala, then another patrol, then back to Argala, maybe a mission, back to Argala. Argala is the best one. When it comes to gaining experience points, Argala's tops. Second one is not Farn, it is the Brothra system. That gets you more experience than Farn. Farn is third with that. You know, Farn is the hardest of the 3 that I just mentioned. So I take my tunes, 14 tunes. When I push them, 8,000 dilithium per tune per day. Per tune per day. Now you're talking 114,000 dilithium a day. So inside of a week, in about a week, 7-8 days, I have 1 million. One advantage to being on Xbox, and people bitch about it all the time. We get everything after console. Console gets everything first. Well, you know what? I use that to my advantage. And the way I use that to my advantage is I know when something's coming out a solid 4 to 6 weeks before it ever comes out. And I know if I want that item, if I grind my tunes and I make sure I get my dilithium together, I can come up with the 10 or 15 or 18,000 Zen that I need to come up with to get it. If I start late for some reason, maybe I have to throw in 20 bucks to level off the top. But that I very rarely, if ever, have to get to that. So here you have your tune list. And I don't think his dilithium is done refining today, but I'm going to go look at him anyway. I mean, his reputations are done for today, but I'm going to go look at him and show you what I mean. So we'll load up here. This tune is a Romulan and a KDF faction. So you'll see here I go to duty officers, and this is where it starts. Before you get your reputations going, the first thing you have access to is duty officers and duty officer assignments. All right, I have a bunch that are completed, so I can collect 370 dilithium is there. Not a heck of a lot on that particular one, but he's a tune that is first growing. He's about to become a big, what I call, money maker. So the first thing you do when you're grinding for dilithium is when you go to do your duty officer assignments, you go to items and you go to dilithium. And you first start by getting the ones that get you the highest amount of dilithium. Now, he doesn't have many available, again, because he's a fairly new tune. He's first getting duty officers. He does have a couple he can do here. And make sure you do it on show all, not show ready, because it won't show you ones that you have to contribute, say, EC to get started if you just do show ready. See, like that one there, which took me 750 EC, no big deal. and I get as many of these assignments going as I can, and then I click show ready, and then I'll just go through the rest of them and just add them in order. And I don't care much about which ones I'm doing, because I'm not shooting for anything specific. I'm just trying to get them more experience and get them dilithium. The next thing I would do if I was a tune that had Admiralty is I would go to Admiralty. I'll show you that on another tune when I go to another tune. You do your Admiralty, and you make sure you only do the Admiralty missions that gain you dilithium. Make sure that when there's dilithium weekends, bonus dilithium or bonus Admiralty, that you do them, because that's where you can make a bulk amount. When there's bonus dilithium weekends, if I have any VIP vouchers, that's when you use them, because you get double the amount to mine for. So if you mine and you're normally getting 5K, you'll get 10K, so on and so forth. You refine that dilithium and you're good. I'm going to switch tunes now. Let's see over here, let's go to change character, and we are going to go over, let's see, who have I not done a couple of days that I could show you Admiralty. All right, let me go down here. Let's get to the bottom, because I know I didn't touch these guys yesterday. Sorry, it's taking me a little long to get to the tune that I want. All right, perfect. We'll go to Unimatrix 69. Okay, so here is a tune that has already gotten her reputations. She's about to be reappropriated soon. And what that means is that I'm going to strip off any account-wide equipment that she has, and I'm going to delete her, and I'm going to start a new tune and replace, so I can do the reputations again to gain all the dilithium you get from the reputations. But what I would normally do on a daily basis is the same thing I told you. I'll go collect my duty officer assignments. You see I got 1100 dilithium for that, and then I'll do new ones. I'll start by going to dilithium, show all, and I'll do as many of these as I am allowed to do. They all earn you either 50 dilithium. Some of the better ones are 500. If you have colonists that you've collected, use them. On the KDF side, if you have prisoners you've collected, use them. Those are 500 dilithium per mission type of payouts. And I will do that. And then I will do the same thing I showed you on the other tune. I will switch back to show ready. And I'll just do whatever I got to do to get myself back up to 20 assignments. And you can expand the amount of duty officer assignments per tune. So you can do that, but I leave it at 20 because I really don't want it to be overwhelming. Then next I go to Admiralty. I'm going to collect what I got from last Admiralty, 800, 850, 1350, and 2350 is what I made off of that one. So as you see, I made 1300 off of the duty officers, 2350 off of this. That gives me just under 4,000. And once I collect that and I set up these assignments, I would next go to the mine if I needed it, or if it's a reputation tune, meaning they haven't done their reputations yet, I'll just do my reputations and get the rest of it that way. And again, especially once you hit level 5 on all your reputations and you get that 32K payout per reputation, now you're good to just let it sit and do its thing for a while. And even when that happens, I'll keep doing my duty officer and Admiralty assignments to kind of replenish the kitty, even if I'm not mining. So if I make another 3, 4, 5 unrefined a day, and I'm mining 8, it'll take me longer to run through it, and I'll get most bang for my buck that way. So when I start doing my reputations per tune, I'll do either the Ferengi or the Klingon. Why? Because they pay out the best, and then as a bonus at the end of it, once you get past doing it once, you get fleet dilithium vouchers, which is good to contribute to your fleets. For any of you that are in fleets, it lets you contribute dilithium and get fleet credits without going into your pocket with your own dilithium. So I've recently done one and completed it, and what I'll do is I'll look to see who has the assignments I need, which are dilithium assignments. I'm not showing any for either on this tune right now, but I see he's close to getting his first one. So that means I was close over there. So you can skip some, which I will. I do skip some to get to more dilithium assignments, but I won't skip them all because then you'll run out of skips real quick for when you really need them money-wise, financially. All right, so I know I'm on the right track here. So now I'm going to skip one, and you'll see that the bonus on this gives me 500 dilithium. Event rewards right there, 500 dilithium. And I will only do assignments that earn me dilithium for the most part. Not completely, because if I do that completely, I'll run out of assignment skips. Once I get down to like 10 or 11 assignment skips left, I'll slow down on the skipping until I build more up again. That way I don't basically run myself into the ground and get stuck with any one toon doing all assignments that don't gain me enough dilithium. So I'm going to go down here and do this. And you want to try to keep it simple, which I always do. That's good, 100%, that'll work. And this is another dilithium assignment. And for those of you that haven't looked at Admiralty much, don't scoff at it. It earns you a lot of stuff. It earns you a lot of stuff you need in the game, especially the dilithium part. So make sure that whenever you get a ship that has an Admiralty card, make sure that you put it in your collection so you can use it. And it'll make things a lot easier on you. Like, as you'll see, I don't struggle too much looking for what assignments I want to do. And the reason I don't struggle too much is because I have so many Admiralty ships that I don't really stress it. So I just kind of throw it at them. Now, my next dilithium assignment's all the way down there. I'm at 25, so I will skip. Make sure there's no event reward. Skip again. And there we go. I'll go down there and do this. And all these assignments I'm doing are earning dilithium for the most part. Okay, I have to skip again. 50, and get to know what your Admiralty ships can do. Some of them negate event points, meaning that if it's harder to do the assignment because there's an additional bunch of science points on it, it'll negate those. There's all different types of things. Some give bonuses per ship, per science ship, per engineer ship, whatever it may be. For those of you that are watching this wondering what the hell I'm talking about, yeah, this game's a lot deeper than you thought it was. A lot of people don't realize a lot of stuff because unless you've played on PC, this does not come with an instruction booklet. And the game's not going to tell you how to do these things. You have to either figure it out for yourself or have someone like me that tells you. Okay, so I've done that now. And then I would go over to his inventory, assets. He made 3,500 there. I'll just refine it quick. And I do have a dilithium mine. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I could beam down to the Volgata asteroid field, dilithium mine, and go get another 5,000, which would cover my 8 grand for the day. If you do that with your tunes, next thing you know, you're making 100 grand dilithium a day. Reputations change things a little bit, and it's important to understand that once you max out your reputations on a tune, if you're using that tune strictly for farming, unless you have a lot of maxed out dilithium, which you will for a little while, when you get done with all your reputations, if you keep up with them, and listen, these tunes don't do everything on their own. You have to go get them the marks to be able to do your reputations. So you are going to have to run some TFOs with them. You are going to have to do a couple of things with them to get them marks specifically. If you've been playing for a long time and you have tunes that have done Delta recruitment, KDF recruitment, Temporal recruitment, obviously go get all your bonus marks from that. That makes life a lot easier. Then you might not even have to play them, or just play them very, very little bit. Because once you hit level 5 in those reputations, you're going to get a dump of whatchamacallit, of reputation marks to be able to put towards that reputation to get yourself up to 6. So it's not going to be very difficult. So I'm going to switch tunes again quick now and see if I can get one of these that is in the middle of doing reputation. Okay, she's not at reputation yet. He's not at reputation yet. So he's a little more basic. He's one of those tunes that I got up to level 20. And then I kind of let him do his own thing, meaning by doing duty officers to let him advance. So I make sure I do his duty officers every day. Collected 340, that's great, not a hell of a lot, but I got experience. I just got him another duty officer, which will make doing assignments even easier. I really don't care which one I pick because this guy's intentionally a farm. And then I will go do my duty officers. I will go to item, dilithium, show all. And he's not going to have a lock because he's very low level. He'll only get probably 1 or 2 out of this. It's 2. And that's 3. And that's it. And then I'll just fill him out because with him, I want experience as much as anything, because the more experience he gets, the more closer he gets to getting himself reputation. So I will make sure I do everything I can to help advance him, and this is without using him. I'll do 1 patrol a day with him to help boost up his experience, and I'll make sure he jumps at least a level or 2 a day, every day. And that's how he's very basic. He's at the beginning where you want to be. Now look, he still has 8,000 ore just from me doing basic stuff with him, duty officers, a patrol here or there. I'll refine it. He's a new toon already holding on to 30k dilithium. And I haven't even really done much with him yet. I haven't attempted to do much with him. I'm going to go switch toons again. I'm going to go back to Pop Pop because Pop Pop has reputations in process, but I think they're all on timer right now. But I could just give you a look. So when Pop Pop hit level 50, I went and got him to the Temporal Agent, which you can get at any of the main bases on Kronos, Starbase 1, or on the Flotilla for Romulans. He just got himself some more duty officers. That is music to my ears when I have a toon like this. And I'm going to go to his reputations, which he literally just started yesterday. He has 4 hours left for the ones that he's done. As you'll see, I need some marks for some that haven't started yet, like this one right here. I need 8472. And same here, so on and so forth. So as you get these all up, you want to get them to that magic level 5. This is what you want to fill in, because that's what will give you the 32,000 per toon. You want to get this filled. 1 only takes 1 step, 2 only takes a couple. To get it to level 5 really doesn't take long. Once you start your reps, you can get it to level 5 in about a week. And then that's a big payout. And if you're getting them all finished at the same time, look how many reputations you have here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 reputations. 12 of them times 32,000. 1 more with 8,000. And that's not even including the dilithium that you get per mission you're doing. So what you do is you do the daily. You don't need to do the hourly. It doesn't pay enough. It doesn't give enough points. It's not worth it. You'll end up having to get double the marks that you need to get to begin with. Just do the daily. You do the daily, and then once you have the daily going, you let it go for its 20 hours. You collect, I think it's 340 dilithium per daily done. So that gives you another 3,000 a day while you're doing reputations. And as I said, once you get to 6 and it's done, wear out your dilithium and redo it again. Delete the toon, start another toon, and get his reputations up. So that is the quick view on how to be a dilithium grinder in Star Trek Online. Let's review what we went over quick. You need multiple toons. I would say minimum of 5. Even if you're someone who does a lifetime membership, if you have 8 toons, do it with 8 toons. The steps to do is you do your duty officers. Dilithium assignments first. Then everything else to fill it out. Once you get to Admiralty, you do your Admiralty assignments. As many dilithium ones as possible. Once you get your reputations, you do your daily for each reputation. Once you max your reputations on each toon, they're going to pop up to about 300,000-400,000 dilithium ore each. Now you can refine it daily at 8,000 per toon. My high recommendation is the first thing you do with that dilithium is you get the lifetime membership. You wait till it's on sale. You do not get it at full price. There are plenty of sales in this game. They'll bring it down to like 19,000, 18,000 Zen. If I'm going to give you an equation for dilithium to Zen, it fluctuates. It definitely fluctuates. But it's always in the neighborhood of 5,000 Zen per million dilithium. So, if I'm doing 1,000,000 dilithium in about 7-8 days, that means it takes me a little over 3 weeks to be able to get a lifetime membership if it's on sale for 18,000 Zen, 18 and change. Once you get that, now you push yourself up to 13 tunes. Now you mine for all those tunes. And so on, and so on, and so on. It is not hard. Just to give you an overview, I used dilithium to buy lifetime membership, the original 10-ship legendary pack, the 11th anniversary legendary pack, the mirror legendary pack, the KDF legendary pack, the D7 pack, and on and on and on. This isn't even including dilithium I've used to get keys to open boxes, which gives you dilithium vouchers, or to sell the keys to buy the ship I want in the exchange. 85-90% of everything I have in this game came from grinding dilithium. So I highly recommend it. If you're not a big time spender and you want to play this game like a spender, that's how you do it. And it only takes about an hour of your day once you have all your tunes. And when I say all your tunes, once you're getting over 10 tunes. It takes you an hour a day. If you do it at a slower pace, you do half of them a day, it takes you a half hour a day, but you're still grinding that dilithium. I hope this video has helped you. I hope that you understand everything I put out there. If you have any questions, please comment on this video. Please like my video. Give me a follow if you want. If I start getting more follows, I'll give you more tips and tricks to Star Trek Online, whether it's making money, whether it's preparing yourself for PvP, this and that. I think I'm going to expand my horizons a little bit. I was sticking strictly to PvP, but I think I'm changing that. Obviously, this first video is doing that. So please subscribe and like my video. And happy trekking, everyone.